So today's video is going to be about what to fill up inside of your journals. A couple of my friends have actually asked what to do with their own blank journals, and I have a lot. I pulled most of these out of a box, and then I have this entire box too filled up of journals. There's only about 4 of them that I haven't finished. They're at the bottom. I'll go through topics now. So for these ones, I typically would carry them around with me anywhere. Whatever I heard, if I was at a competition or something, I would write down the notes. For doodles, I guess, random stuff. This was back in 2019. But for this one, this is like the main cultivation of it. You have stuff, ideas, and let's see, what is this? I don't remember what that was, but pretty much for anything. These kind of have an assortment of things inside of them, but for the most part, I would use these journals for writing down my schedules of the day or some school stuff and assignments. As you can see, this was back in 2018, so it's been a while since I've looked at this one. Math notes, or working through problems, and then writing up essay drafts, and then I would finalize them in Google Docs or something. And then theories for BTS and the world and everything. Thesis statement, just, you know, all the good stuff. But I never end up filling out each and every page, so there's still a lot of blank ones because the pens would bleed. We're getting to the ones that are a bit more specific. For some of them, I would write down notes from sermons that I would be listening to, like podcasts and stuff like that, and write all my notes as I was listening down inside of here. This one I finished up not too long ago, actually. I think maybe 5 months ago. This one right here is the exact same method. This one's a little bit different in the sense that this is the format that I would write around. So this is more of a chronological type of diary-esque journal. Goals page, writing out what happened in my day. This was 2019, and this one was March through August of 2019, I believe. I don't think I ever really finished it, to be honest. So there's a lot of empty pages in there. And then this one is the rest of 2019. These 3 all from 1 year. When it came to 2020, however, I started off doing something a bit different. I kind of decided, instead of keeping it chronological, I wanted to just pop in whenever I wanted to. I have tabs for the chronological ones, so I could be able to fast track where I left off. These journals are probably my favorite, but these are for quote collecting, so things that I see on the internet or I hear in a conversation, I'll write them down. Or like even a word that I found interesting, I'll write down. This one, because I started it in June, it's not finished at all. Now, the way that I start collecting things in order to start writing down, so especially since I'm in quarantine, I won't be able to actually go and hear a person and have a conversation. Or at least not like the type of ones that I want to. That's another story. I have this folder right here. It's literally the only folder that I have on my desktop, where I screenshot all the stuff that I want to write down inside of the quote journal. Stuff from interviews that I might have seen with closed captions, they're all in there. For journal quotes and spread inspiration and everything, I have a Pinterest board for that. So we got my Pinterest board up here. It's called Personal. I really don't mind if any of you guys look at this, to be honest. It's just stuff that's cool to me. Spreads, stuff that I might want to remember when it comes to journaling, you know, just things that stick out to me. But the stuff that I'm going to end up writing down inside of the journals, at least in the new 2020 chronological one, it'll be inside of this. Found something cool from Celtic stuff. Yeah. The title's pretty self-explanatory, but this is where I will write all my songs, or at least where if I put them in my notes on my computer, then I'll put them inside of here after. This journal, we got people watching, arts, notes, dialogue, observations of and from my friends, nature and the world, and of God. Okay, I'm back. I think the main thing that I want you to take away with this is the fact that if you think of the things that you don't really know that much about and you want to like collect stuff on that, then that would be for the random journal. So I will see you later. Maybe another day I'll do like a journal with me or a journal flip through, because I really don't care if y'all see what I've written. It's not the big deal.